Hello, Silver Greyscale here, getting back to more Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And, yeah, I am in the right area, just not the right area on the map. The reason why I decided to start here is something that I completely forgot until I just recently checked the map. There's a passage over here that we haven't gone through yet, so let's actually do that. Now, keep in mind this spot is active, or open for you the moment that you grab the bat transformation. Claymore. Lesser stuff. Grabbing this. Here. Meal tickets. When you use them, they spawn a random food item, which can be useful. However, Moonstone is probably the most useful thing here. It improves the status after sunset. Now, there is an equivalent later in the game called a Sunstone, and if you have both equipped, well, your stats will stay improved no matter the time of day in the game. Now, I recommend saving here because we have a boss fight to deal with. Now, this looks like a save room, but as you can see, it's a regular room on the map. Let's go in. Welcome to strictly a boss fight, the Nightmare.
Mother!
Alucard, is that you?
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard, stay away!
Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I gladly surrender my life.
No! I won't let this happen!
It's too late. Just stay with me. Hear my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
Humans. You cannot live with them. You can only hate them, do them harm.
What?
Theirs is such a hard lot. Release them from their pain. Begin with the ones who killed me.
No, it wasn't like this.
Alucard, what's wrong?
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? I am your mother. Do as I say. Release them. Kill them.
No, you are not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
Strong enough to break my spell, hmm? I like that.
You deserve worse than death for this, demon.
Then give it to me, little boy. Don't be shy.
So yeah, this succubus decided to reenact the most pivotal moment in all of Castlevania fiction. Not the forging of the vampire killer and the day that the Belmont clan decided to hunt the knight, but the death of Lisa Tepesh, the wife of Dracula. The same event that 300 years ago gave Dracula the fuel to hate humanity and go on a killing spree on them, and the one that set Alucard on his quest against his father.
Darkling, I smell your blood, your hunger. That strength, that beauty. You really are the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait! I beg of you!
In the PS1 original, her scream is a lot more suggestive, which is something I'm glad that they changed here. So, this also drops a gold ring. This is one of the 2 items we absolutely need in order to get the best ending of the game. The inscription is where clock. Where ... clock ... It seems to form a full sentence if we could find its companion piece. Now, this moment, like I said, is the most important moment in all of Castlevania fiction. We have seen it in the Castlevania anime, but there, Lisa was burned at the stake. She wasn't crucified. She was killed by Christian zealots who accused her of witchcraft when it was science. Yeah, even in fiction, Christianity manages to fuck everything up. This is why I don't like religion. And honestly, I prefer this translation over the PS1 original because of the fact that the succubus words in disguise as Lisa makes more sense. Because in the PS1 original, she says, begin by slaying that one over there. Which doesn't really make sense. Because, as you saw, the people around her are static. And you can't see her point. So it makes more sense that she says, begin by slaying the ones who killed me. But yeah, that event is what caused Alucard to go against his father and essentially help Trevor kill Dracula. And then also what led to his role as Genya Ricardo in the Sorrow games to keep Soma from succumbing to the other side of the soul, that being the soul of Dracula. Because he did not want his father to suffer again. So, we want to go through here and tackle our next area. The abandoned pit to the catacombs. Which in the PS1 original is just called abandoned pit. Again, this translation I feel makes more sense because that's just how it is. And I think that's also the reason why there's so much space after like data saved. Because it probably used like Japanese characters which took a bit more space. As this is just, well, a translation, they didn't really fix anything. So our boss here is Cerberus, the 3-headed guard dog of hell, who apparently has a magical machine gun that is his head's spitting 2 different kinds of fires. There we go. Of course, I have to strike a pose. So, you see that button over there? We can't interact with it. Like, even if you bring an axe here, you can't do anything with it. Soul Steel lets you essentially heal off of it should you need to. In order to solve this, you need any of the 2 demon cards. Either the Nose Demon or the regular demon. Remember what I said about him pressing buttons? Hold on, you actually have to leave and come back. There it is.
Whoa, hey, what's this? Some kind of switch? We much prefer shiny red buttons, but this will do.
Yeah, that is a translated reference to the comedian. And we gotta get through here. And keep in mind that the dark orbs go through blocks and other projectiles. And you should probably also make sure that you shoot them in the right direction. Now, even though the fires could potentially do more damage, the dark orbs just feel safer. So what is our reward for opening up this hidden path? Well, we have the Ring of Ares, which gives you the strength of 24 men. However, it brings down your stats catastrophically. Look at that defense loss. We go from 25 defense, which is pretty okay this early, or at this part of the game, down to 1. No thank you. Get a turkey here, and we have some peanuts, which are a healing item, but you need to catch them in order to, well, heal off of them. I think you need to heal with, like, I think you need to catch them with, like, an attack or something. Anyway, we had a Bartley Tea, and we had another screen nuke, the Power of Sire, which is something I will show off on our way out of here. Meal tickets. We'll give you a random food item. With the worst being peanut, and I think the best being like the morning set or something. So let's take this and show you the Power of Sire on the way out. Because I want you to pay attention to what happens on screen here now. That image was of no other man than Vlad Tepes himself, Vlad III Dracula, the real-life inspiration to Count Dracula. Yes, he actually existed. He was a hero to his people and the very image of Satan to his enemies. Now, because I'm not a history channel, I'm not going to go into detail about him, but he was a fairly brutal prince of Wallachia. Two of the things I can go through is the fact that he, well, because of his nickname being the Impaler, he impaled his political prisoners, which was his favorite way of execution. One fairly infamous story is that he was having lunch in the Forest of the Impaled with another noble. And this noble did not like the stench because, well, it smelled really badly because, you know, decomposing flesh. So Vlad impaled him on a higher stake so that he didn't have to deal with the smell anymore. Yeah, pretty twisted sense of humor, that. The other way, the other most infamous thing apart from his death being that he was decapitated, and recently in the monastery of Snogov they dug him up but didn't find his body. They found his clothes and animal bones, which led to the story that, like, oh, he rose again as a vampire. but I honestly just think that there was like a grave robber who broke in, stole his body, and replaced it with animal bones. Who knows? Anyway, his story, this other story, is that he met with two convoys from the Ottoman Empire, who were Turks. And Vlad was Christian. He was one sect of Christian. I forget which one. I think it was like Orthodox or something. I don't know. Anyways, he ordered them to remove their turbans because, you know, they are in the presence of the prince. It is a sign of respect. And they told him that, you know, respectfully, my lord, we won't remove the turbans because it's against our religion. As a response, he had the turbans nailed to their heads and sent them back dead, so that they couldn't remove the turbans at all. Yeah, no wonder people feared him. And no wonder he was the inspiration to a vampire. Anyway, that is the demon card, which, as you can see, is just the nose demon except regular demon. So we're gonna get through the gremlins. And we're gonna check the other side of this cavern. Ouch. But yeah, I find it really, really cool that they decided to put the infamous image of Vlad the Impaler in this game. Anyway, here we have the warp down to the catacombs. Because past this room is where the abandoned pit to the catacombs ends and the actual catacombs begin. Well, past this drop here. A shiitake mushroom. Another one, which I missed. God damn it. Also, one thing I forgot to mention. Between this recorded session and the last, I have been to the cinema and I have seen the Mario movie. It was good. It is definitely a movie made with, like, for the fans. Like, it has the fans in mind. Like, if you're not a big enough Mario fan, don't go see it, because you're not gonna like it. This is made for people who grew up with Mario, like, from the start. Not people who recently got into Mario from, like, the GameCube or Wii era, or people who, like, want perfection in the movies. This is a simple, fun family film starring the most famous video game character of all time. Anyways. Combat knife, which is so far our best weapon, and a really goddamn fast one. Let's see if I can find the other thing. Yeah, Karma Coin. It has two effects. Heads and tails. So yeah, as you can see, combat knife, two swings. So Karma Coin, you flip it. And if it lands on tails, it will destroy itself. Now, if you're anywhere near that, it does a lot of damage. Heads, I believe it gives you something. Also, I was wrong. The Morning Set is not the highest healing item or the best item you can give. Hell well. You know. Sometimes you're just wrong. That's just the nature of the beast. And honestly, no amount of research can solve that. Anyway, welcome to the catacombs. And the reason why I say that no amount of research can solve that, it's because sometimes for some games, the research just isn't there. A good example fairly recently was the Runaway Guys playthrough of Mario Party DS. Where on one board, I believe the DK board, Chaka Conroy had stated that you could only order up to 5 stars or buy up to 5 stars if the coin amount was correct. At least correct for you to do it. And then the AI goes and buys like 20 stars. To his defense, the reason why he was wrong is that he assumed it because there was no article anywhere stating what that did. That article came up after the running guys uploaded that video. Which is why, again, if someone on YouTube is wrong about something, you know, don't, you know, act like a dick to them. Like, just realize that, like, human error is a thing. Anyway, the Bloodstone. This is a stone that will make you heal more during Dark Metamorphosis. Pretty cool. And we have the cat eye circlet inside. Big HP restore by cat damage. So if we're hit by like a cat attack somehow, it won't bother us. Nice. Anyways, my friends, that is going to be it for this video. We've gotten further. We had a bit of a history lesson about the most evil man in human history. Like, I'd argue more evil than Hitler. But Hitler was pretty damn bad, let's be real. Anyways, next time we're going to continue our dive inside the catacombs. Find the stuff we can there, and then we're going to be cleaning up the castle before we make our final climb through the clock tower and back up to the top floor. See you guys then. Bye-bye.